So yeah, not a big drinker, not a big smoker. People don't like it. It is good for me though, not drinking and smoking, and I know that it's good for me because whenever I tell people parties that don't drink or smoke, they always say, good for you, right before they walk away. But alcohol's hard. It's a tough issue for me because like I grew up with an alcoholic dad, right? And you know, people love alcohol and women are people. So, admit it. And so dating's tough because I don't want to be a drink cop, but at the same time, it can be a little triggering, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's fine, sometimes no problem, and other times it's like, trauma. Yeah, but I don't know what I can ask for within this, right? Like, I just don't know what's... I go, well, who am I to tell her not to drink? And I'm like, someone who's trying to, I don't know, protect themselves? Like, protect yourself from what? I don't know, what a negative emotional experience, the smell of alcohol and stuff. And I'm like, you not fucking over that? How are you not fucking over that? Like, so I've just got this negative tape running in my head about that and pretty much most things in my life, right? Like, I got a bad inner monologue. Like, I wrote it down one time, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I gotta erase this. Because if any of my friends know that someone's talking to me like this, they're gonna be pissed. But meanwhile, it was an inside job, you know? You ever look back in your life and like think like the way you are is inevitable? Like, if you don't know much about me, I'm the youngest of 10 kids, which is too many, right? And both my parents were born during the Great Depression, and they were nice enough to bring it with them. Yeah, so both my parents brought that energy to their union, and it was just a lot of chaos and alcohol and law and order, like a lot of violence. Like one of my earliest memories of life is watching my teenage brother fist fight my dad on the front lawn. It's like, okay, so this is life. Yeah, just so many rules, just constant rules. There were so many rules that eventually my mother just wrote the important ones down and stuck them on the wall of the kitchen, like you'd see at a steel factory or something. My friend actually put them on here.
No.
Yeah, I'll tell you about some of them. Bunch of TV rules, which I guess makes sense. Like a lot of laundry rules. My mother was laundry room crazy. If you left your clothes in the laundry room for too long, my mother would confiscate your clothes. Disappeared, Khmer Rouge style, never to be seen again. Although one year for Christmas, my sister Ann did get a keychain, a candle, and a box of her old clothes back. So, Merry Christmas, Ann. Why are you crying? A lot of sandwich rules. You guys probably all had sandwich rules, right? Yeah, we had to make there were too many of us, right? So we couldn't all make sandwiches every morning before school, so what we do is we'd have to make them in bulk on the weekend and then stick them in the freezer, and then on the way to school, every day we'd grab one of our sandwiches, right? And you may be thinking, Neil, that must not have made for very fresh sandwiches, but you're forgetting a more important piece of information, which is that sandwiches don't always thaw between 8 a.m. and lunchtime. In those cases, we would just eat around the edges like rats on a pirate ship. So, pretty much the Gilmore Girls is what I'm saying. Yeah, so I grew up Catholic. Anybody else? Yeah, I did all the Catholic milestones: baptism, First Holy Communion, confirmation, atheism, right?
Oh, wow.
I shouldn't even say I'm an atheist. Let's say I'm agnostic about my atheism, right? Atheists are such smug hypocrites, by the way. Atheists will be like, you pray to a God? That's so silly. Can I show you my vision board real quick? I know a lot of white atheists. I don't know many black atheists, not none, just not many. I got a theory about why there's not many black atheists. Here goes. Atheism is really like the height of white privilege. It really is, because religion basically says like, hey, can we interest you in an afterlife? And white people are like, oh, no, thank you. How much better could it be?
Oh my God.
I'll just take my supplements and see what happens, huh? White privilege has had a big couple years, huh? Yeah. The cockies, the Caucasians. Cockies were blindsided, 2020. They were just caught unawares, right? I was talking to a white lady. She just goes, I had no idea things were so bad between black people and the police. I was like, yeah, there's no way you could have known. Unless you listen to any song by a black person ever. Like, what do you think Fuck the Police was about, lady? It's like, well, I didn't think it was all police. I thought it was maybe one precinct.
What?
How about Bob Marley's I Shot the Sheriff? I know, but he didn't shoot the deputy, so. I like the white privilege shit that's hiding in plain sight. You know what's a big white privilege thing that's hiding? A lot of American city names are white privilege. Like Chicago, Milwaukee, those are Native American words. West Coast is wild. San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego. Spanish names. You ever think about why they're Spanish? Well, because we jacked the motherfuckers from Mexico, didn't even bother changing the names.
Damn.
That is some ice-cold white privilege shit. That'd be like if your boy Pete had a girlfriend for years, they were together. Pete's girl, and then one weekend you steal her from Pete, take her to a party, and you're like, you know my girl Pete's girl, don't you? You thirsty, baby? Get Pete's girl a drink, would you? I got you a necklace, your initials on it, baby. PG, Pete's girl.
Damn.
You know what's white privilege? Joking about race is white privilege. Because as a white person, it just bounces right off, right? I know the funniest, meanest black dudes in the world, and they'll be like, you know, white people can't dance, I got no rhythm. And I'll be like, who needs rhythm when you own the record label? Am I TikToking? Be honest. This is TikTok? A lot of cockies ask me, they go, Neil. Yeah, they go, Neil, I'm a good cocky. What can I do? How can I combat white privilege? Just acknowledge it as it's happening to you, right? So this happened to me recently. I got pulled over doing 73 and a 35, so it was tight. And white cop, I give my license registration, he's back running my plates, and I'm sitting there going like, I deserve whatever, a fine or a ticket, whatever I'm gonna get, I totally deserve. And he comes back a couple minutes later, and he's like, you know what? I'll let you off with a warning. I'm like, no, that's fucked up. Because I know my black or brown friends would at least be getting a ticket in this situation. I was like, I gotta say something. I was like, Neil, don't be stupid, he's a cop. I was like, no, now's the time. And I said, thanks, officer, it's been a white privilege. And then he said the privilege is all white. Like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Race is another one of these issues that's kind of a weird one for me because like it's had an oddly big effect on my life, and not anywhere near a person of color, but like 50 times the average cocky. And I'm good at writing racial jokes, and I'm like, is it my place to tell them? Like if they fall into the wrong hands, like that, who needs rhythm when you own the record label joke? That would crush at a Klan rally. Crush.
Hell.
You can hear it, like, so I said to him, who needs rhythm when you own the record label? Good night, my name's Jedediah. So it's like, should I not tell the jokes in public? Like, I know what my intentions are, but like, who gives a shit what my intentions are if they're misinterpreted? Pretty accessible comedy show, huh, folks? I'm in a tiny theater moralizing about race. Meanwhile, Kevin Hart's in an arena somewhere being like, ever tell you about the time I went to Egypt and a camel bit me in the dick? Something's wrong with me.